Hello everyone, it is that time again to react to a Nintendo Direct. So, before this starts, I'd like to stress, I'm very sorry that there hasn't been a video in 3 weeks. SMT's been difficult. That is all I'm going to say on the matter. Point is, video should be done either within the week or next week. Again, I'm really sorry that it's taking this long. I promise, not any of the other videos are going to take nearly this long. Possibly. But yeah, so decided to do a little low-effort content to fill up your sub feeds. And it's about to start in about a minute or so. So, I assume, besides like the Fire Emblem stuff that we're probably going to hear about, which there's no probably to that, they pointed that out, I assume we're going to get like a little teaser on... Actually, I don't know if we're going to get a teaser on Animal Crossing. I assume we're going to get more footage on a bunch of the games that were announced around E3 that haven't gotten like extra footage of them. I'm assuming like Yoshi's the Yoshi game's gonna get a little nod here and there because that's coming out soon. Maybe get a release date on Daemon Ex Machina. And besides that, I don't know. I've been out of the loop on Nintendo biz lately, so also Joker. Maybe Joker's gonna get shown off in this at the end of it. But either way, things should be starting relatively soon. So I guess I'm just gonna wait here a bit and start gabbing. There we go. The direct saved me, guys. I couldn't gab. Oh. You know, I actually, for a bit, did not think this was going to get ported. But for the people who really enjoyed Mario Maker, I bet they're really happy. I never really looked into it at all, besides the fact of people making, like, crazy levels with it, so... Also, I feel like I'm not creative enough of a level designer to really do any of that. Oh! That's not a port. Super Mario Maker 2. Ooh, the sun. I know that wasn't a thing. We're never going to get an actual 2D Mario game again, where they're just going to ask you to make your own. Because at this point in time, they've already put in, like, they've already made so many 2D Mario games that it's like, what else do you want from us? Also, everybody kept saying the new Super Mario Brothers games are bad, so we don't want to make those anymore. June. Got a nice E3 going. E3 game going.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's
Hello,
Nintendo
Koizumi.
Direct. You just got your first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2. There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development as we speak.
Multiple characters?
So please stay tuned.
Maybe more than just the 4
Right.
visual
Next,
styles
let's cover today's
to add with
Nintendo
those multiple
Switch headlines.
characters. I'd like to play as Peach in other
For
games.
the first time in 10 years, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series returns with
This
a
got
new
announced
full-player
at, I think,
action
like, the
RPG,
Game Awards,
all-new original story, assembling
which
the Ultimate Dream Team from a huge
I sort of
cast
feel
of
bad
Marvel
about because it's like, hey, these
superheroes from Guardians of the
RPGs
Galaxy
were
to
like
the
actually
Avengers,
really fun.
Defenders,
Like, I
X-Men,
played 2 of them.
to stop Thanos,
Well, there were only 2.
Black Order,
I played the 2 of them when I was, like, you know, growing up and
can
such.
play together in
They were
team
actually
mode,
pretty fun.
locally on up to 4 systems
But
or
this
online.
got announced at the same time that Mortal Kombat 11 got announced. And again, P5 Pro Tag is in Smash Up now as a DLC character. Nice. It looks good. Oh, that's a franchise I didn't think was coming back anytime soon.
Unload some boxes and have fun doing it. You can box it up together.
Because everything on the Switch is multiple players.
Solve puzzles and beat those stages. After completing the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
So I played Box Boy 1.
In all, there are 270
I got to.
That's the highest in the series.
I don't even know what the distance of the game, the amount of game that I ended up even like completing. But it's like I played to where the world rotated once, and I realized that there are more worlds to do. To which it's like, oh goodness, okay, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna put this down.
Brothers Ultimate is about to spring forward with the version 3.0 update this spring. What are we adding, you ask? You'll just have to wait to find out. Remember, Joker is a part of Challenger Pack 1. He's secretly been preparing for battle, and his moment will finally come before the end of April.
Just,
in other words, this year, springtime is
the
character
that just holds a giant
and
knife.
Don't forget, new Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo figures are on the way too.
That Snake amiibo's already is already sold out.
There's even more to explore.
Also, is Leaf not going to be
Tracker? It's never too late for a journey through the maze-like miniature worlds of the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. In fact, we have 2 new announcements for the Nintendo Switch version. After a new update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe Captain Toad won't be so nervous with someone at his side.
Why didn't they make player 2 Toadette?
A long way. This free update will be available later today.
Why didn't they make player 2 Toadette?
Content is coming. We're adding in 18 new challenges that'll see
and then for the Toadette stages, you could have just made it Captain Toad.
To a kingdom of sweets.
I mean, granted, I probably just don't know. There's probably like a plot reason why that is. It's just innately weird.
Captain Toad and Toadette must obtain the shining crowd in each course. It's
just innately weird that they made like a purple Toad when there's already a Toad in the game you could use.
Well, later today, giving you early access to one of the courses. The rest of the content will launch on March 14th. If you don't have the game yet, look out for a digital bundle available on Nintendo eShop later today. It contains the full game.
I don't think anybody bought this, which is unfortunate. Because if I'm remembering correctly, it came out the same week as Octopath. So it's like, you are asking this game to die, Nintendo.
And so, the young lady Miriam, host of the Alchemist's Curse, must use her unwanted gifts to slay the demons wrought by the curse's original host.
This is my first time actually really looking at the game.
With these powers,
looks
you
good.
Can steal the abilities of enemies, bend gravity to her will, and dart about Jeebel's castle at lightning speed.
Jeebel.
Here, the laws of reality and 2D side-scrollers don't apply. Throughout the castle, a treasure trove of side quests, deadly tasks, and small touches flesh out the campaign.
I can tell this is an Egavania.
Beyond the main story, you can dig deep into character customization, sub-quests, and more. Stop the fall of man at the hands of demons, and don't be afraid to show them.
I'm just gonna keep her normal. Unless there's outfit differences.
Emerges from the shadows this summer.
Then you've got my attention.
The time has
Yay!
come to build a new world.
This is coming over. When's 11 coming over?
On an empty island, you'll ally yourself with the mysterious Malroth and defend your world from monstrous forces. Enlist villagers.
Please tell me 11's also coming over.
You in the story mode. Or unite with 3 other builders to create your own island in local co-op or online. You'll gather materials, craft objects and tools.
So I don't know if anybody even played the first one when it came out on Switch, but
now you can dash.
It's really good. Like, a lot of people immediately assume it's like, oh, this is just Minecraft plus Dragon Quest. And while that's not
If you own the previous game,
entirely incorrect,
you can craft the legendary builder's outfit
while
and the Dragon Lord's throne.
that's not entirely,
Dragon Quest Builders 2 launches on Nintendo Switch July 12th.
you know what I'm trying to say.
There are more Nintendo Switch headlines to come.
I'm dumb,
First,
okay?
a word from Mr. Koizumi.
Well, how's it looking? Next,
Yeah, my point,
we have a new announcement for that classic RPG series. Please take a look.
okay, thank you. I'm glad it's coming.
There are RPGs, and then there's Dragon Quest, the series that defined the genre. And the latest entry is charging onto Nintendo Switch in full force, pairing the series' beloved style and perfectly balanced battles with the most impressive scope and elaborate story in series history.
That's a weird
Where
thing
there
to...
is light, darkness
That's a weird thing to point
follows,
out.
for no
Perfectly
one does this
balanced
ring truer
battles.
than the Luminary.
Not
The
like
boy
those
that
weird
prophecy
Final
says
Fantasy
will
games
succeed
that
the
let you
last
just
hero.
mow down
The
everything with no
terrible
challenge.
In an odd twist of fate, the boy's
And
royal
especially
birthright
not
is
like those
seized from
weird
him.
Persona games that make you
On the
cry.
day he becomes an adult, he finally discovers his true heritage and the powers that make him the Luminary.
But yeah, the point I was trying to make earlier before I just fell all over my words. It's like, while the statement that it's Dragon Quest plus Minecraft isn't entirely incorrect, I also feel like because of the stigma regarding Minecraft, that kind of sells the whole bit of Dragon Quest Builders short, because it's not just like building creative stuff and, you know, all that sort of jazz. It is sort of like an action RPG, but it's like you also can just tear apart the terrain and move it to your will.
As you do, you'll earn skill points which can be used to teach.
This is also my first time even looking at anything regarding 11, by the way, because I don't have a PS4.
Also collect materials so you can forge weapons,
So,
armor,
besides the
and
fact that a certain series staple came back and that was all people talked about for the first week, I don't know, like, all this is new to me, and I'm enjoying all the visual. There's horse racing! Okay, I'm enjoying this very much so.
And this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 2D 16-bit glory of old.
Oh.
This is also the first
So
version
that's
of
what
the
happened to the
orchestrated
3DS
English
version.
battle tunes. If you want, you can change between the original sound and the new one whenever you want. And you can also experience the journey with English or Japanese audio.
勇者の奇跡ってやつだ。
Then, wonderful. I won't be using it, though. It's nice for those who actually want to, but I like hearing people speaking English, especially when it's like Dragon Quest, because a lot of times they got the British voice actors in. I'm just like, yes, please. More British voice actors in all the video games, please. God. Seeing that fighter.
First-time players and veterans should
Yeah.
also look forward to new stories. Each sees
I
one
think
of the
people
main
understand
characters stepping into the spotlight,
the
shaping
feeling I got seeing a fighter character run headfirst into a monster.
leveled up. Dragon Quest XI-S,
This
Echoes
fall.
of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Launching
Also, that's
exclusively on
a
Nintendo
title.
Switch this
Dragon
fall.
Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age,
While we
Definitive
just announced
Edition.
the addition of these new stories, there will be more new information to share in the future. Please look forward
Why
to
didn't you
learning
just
more.
put the S at the end of the 11?
For now, let's continue with more Nintendo Switch headlines.
A Disney Tsum Tsum game like you've never seen before.
Okay then.
These stuffed Disney toys took the world by storm, and now they're ready for an after-hours party at the toy store in Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
Oh, Bamco made this.
Play with your friends and family in a wide variety of competitive and
Fair
cooperative
enough.
games that support up to 4 players.
It seems all
You can
cute
play
and
online
wholesome.
as well with players from around the world.
It's like a nice little party game, I guess.
And you can't mention Disney Tsum Tsum without talking puzzles. Connect matching Tsum Tsum to clear
I also
and
just
set
want
a
to
high
stress,
score.
besides the cursed Astolfo plushie that sucks your and calls you gay, I haven't actually seen or gotten into the whole Tsum Tsum or Tsum Tsum like thing.
Picking up a distress call in the Atlas
Oh,
Star
we're
system.
getting an update for Starlink.
But this time, it's
But yeah,
far
point
from
is, I don't know
In
much
fact,
about
it's
Tsum
none other than
Tsums.
Starwolf's infamous lieutenants.
Are
And
they
the
known
Awakening,
for
Big
puzzles?
Madengar, and the Great Leon. Now Peppy, Falco, and Slippy have no choice but to hunt them down, like the animals they are, in a challenging new series of missions you can
They're
only
all right.
find
They're all
in the spring
animals.
update of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Every member of the Star Fox team has their own special pilot ability and skill tree. Plus,
Yeah.
each pilot can take
So
on
now the
any of
entire
new
crew's
missions
on,
and
not
also
just
Fox's
Fox.
missions from the base game. It's time for a game of seek and destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as starship races and faction missions, so you're ready when the Star Fox
Guys,
team joins the Starlink
Star
Battle for
Fox
Atlas
Command is
update
canon.
this April.
G0
A
Racers.
heartfelt fantasy adventure crops up once again. Another season, another reason to
Isn't
wield weapons
this,
and spells against monsters.
Morning. It is about to be fall.
Interact with townsfolk daily. Grow vegetables and fruits at the farm.
What is this
Cook some
called?
fish. Cook up a storm. Or even raise monsters. This fantastical circle of life will keep you coming back for more in Rune
Right,
Factory
Rune
4
Factory,
Special,
that's
fully
what it
remastered
was.
for Nintendo Switch.
It's like, I knew what this
Battle
was.
alongside townsfolk, and
I just
before
couldn't
long,
remember the name of it.
become
Fantasy
more
Life was the name that kept coming to mind, but it's like, no, Fantasy Life had another art
See
style.
what the heart-pounding newlywed life has in store for you, exclusively in this new version of the game.
Now we can marry.
Rune Factory 4 Special will be ripe for the
There
playing
better
later
be
this year.
homosexual marriage in there. I'm almost certain it's not, but you know, it would have been nice.
We can finally confirm that Rune Factory 5 is in development. Look
Yay.
forward to more info in the future.
To which a lot of people who never heard of this franchise go, there are 4 of these?
Time will come to slay monsters and rescue
Most of them
monsters,
were on DS and 3DS, so
or
it's
those
fine.
souls become monsters. In
I don't
this
expect
action
everybody to
RPG
keep track of what happened on the
version of
DS.
I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere. Step into a realm built upon the tenets of
Oh.
reincarnation. Its people lead repressed lives, forbidden to mourn the loss of loved ones. To uphold these tenets, Kagachi must travel between the living world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters.
My only concern is
Battling
that
these
I can
creatures,
already
lost souls
see
you
how
rescue can
similar
manifest within you, granting you
this
powers.
like the visual style sort of looks like Setsuna and Lost
You
Sphere,
must choose the right
which
one
makes
for
me
the
go,
situation
Square
at hand.
Enix still
In
is
this
not
deep
giving
single-player campaign,
RPG
there will be
Factory
many battles.
like
You will fight, and you will become stronger.
not
Those who fall to
God.
grief
I
and
just don't
loss,
want this to
and the
flop.
lost don't
That's my
reincarnate.
biggest thing.
The very foundations of reincarnation
Like Tokyo
begin to
RPG
crumble.
Factory is
Only
a
matches
good
largest
idea
in
on
summer
paper,
2019.
but Square doesn't fund them enough.
Cars, robots, and Yoshis in a
God,
world of
it
craft.
looks more visually
Know what that
interesting,
means?
so I'm at
Yoshi's
least
Crafted
glad for
World is
that, and it's
almost
like they're
here.
going for a more
This
action
time,
RPG style as opposed for like the standard turn-based. But I feel like there's going to be so many people that are going to look at that game and say it looks too similar to Setsuna and Lost Sphere that they just don't try it out on like habit's sake. Especially since, you know, these games end up being digital and like $40 to $50, which is, you know, it's a steep price to ask of people. Anyways, Yoshi. I haven't really played any Yoshi game besides the original Island. Now on I didn't even play the original SNES version. I played the GBA version with all those extra levels that are, they are quite the challenge. But from my understanding, and by that I mean I watched Chika Conroy's Let's Play of Woolly World, the current Yoshi games are still pretty good. So,
we have more Nintendo Switch headlines coming up, but first, another update from Mr. Koizumi.
ooh, we're gonna get a lore trailer this time around.
Long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire.
So I have,
Its borders to the frigid
I've
north
barely been
is
really
the home
into
of the
Fire
Holy Kingdom
Emblem.
of Fargus, ruled by the royal family
It's something that I've wanted to change.
to the east.
But every single time I look into Fire Emblem, I just see so many people that are like spiteful that the series is even still like in existence because of it, because of the way it is now. And I don't know.
In the Fire
Something just about the fact that it's like, if I even look up anything regarding this game, I immediately see a bunch of negativity. It's like, yeah, maybe I don't want to get in this franchise. I barely find anything good. I can barely find anybody saying anything good about these games.
Around that same time, you alone begin to see a mysterious girl
at some point I'll get into it.
Within your mind.
I was thinking of trying to try Fates again, because I really liked when I played a Fates until I ended up just like stopping.
It is the home base of the Church of Seiros, the main religion of Fodlan, as well as the Knights of Seiros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers' Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan. The Officers' Academy is comprised
a lot of
three
good
houses.
designs going on
Black
here.
Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire, including the house leader and future emperor, Edelgard. The Blue Lions boasts Prince Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its house
I'm really
leader.
glad that they're
This
actually
house is
saying
for
these
students
names, because
from
I
his
did not know how to spell.
The Golden
Say
Deer is for students
Edelgard.
from the Leicester Alliance. Their
My
house
first thought
leader
was
is
Adil.
Claude, who is the heir of the noble family that leads the Alliance.
Shut up, Fountain.
As a professor, you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them.
Oh.
In addition to the house leaders, there are many other
You're
students to meet.
you're not
each
like a
with their own
teenager.
unique personalities and
You're a
skills.
professor.
Which house will you choose?
I'm not used to Japanese video games actually having
Students are
adults in these
expected to
games.
travel to various lands, sometimes with the Knights of Seiros
I'm
themselves,
glad.
and gain real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing
It's a
rebellions.
nice breath of fresh
These may
air.
be class assignments, but the stakes in each battle are very real. Whether your students live or die will depend on your leadership. Strategize as the battle progresses to claim victory. At the Officers'
I'm really
Academy,
enjoying,
your
like,
students will work diligently each day
the
so that they
camera
may
work
wield
that's
a
going on in a
variety
lot of
weapons.
these.
Master the study of magic.
Because even in like the 3DS
Acquire
ones,
special skills
it
such
was
as horsemanship.
when you went into a battle scene, the camera was like very stationary, like it was in the old GBA and
You
it,
have
like
been
in
entrusted with their future,
I assume
and it's
Super
up to
Nintendo
you
and
to
NES
guide
ones, because
each
I
of
only
them
played
and help them
GBA
hone their
3DS
abilities.
ones.
Through combat experience and study, you can help your students reach their full potential.
Past.
Your students can also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be able to better support each other on the battlefield.
When do we get to the marriage? I'm legitimately just waiting for it. To just say when do the children come in?
Hey, over here!
Forward, now!
What time
Three
vortex
territories.
do we need to open
Three houses.
for the baby dimension to be erupted?
Own journey.
And then the true husbando waifu mechanics will be unleashed upon the
Fire
world.
Emblem 3 Houses will release on July 26th.
July, after E3's time. Complete with art book, sound selection, CD, steelbook, and calendar.
So, how does it look?
Besides the steelbook, that sounds pretty good.
Originally, we announced that Fire Emblem 3 Houses would release this spring, but more development time will be necessary. And so the new release date is July 26th.
Isn't July still spring?
That means we'll have to ask
Or is
you to
that
wait a
summer?
little longer.
No, that
But
is
we hope
summer,
you'll look
I
forward
think.
to the next generation of
I
Fire
don't know.
Emblem all the same.
I think it's
Time for some more
think it's
Nintendo
like-
Switch headlines.
either March or April. That's like spring, and then yeah,
In
so that's
this next
summer.
entry of this iconic series, The
Okay.
last player standing.
Sorry, but it's like so many. When you don't have a job, so many days just go
99
through
players.
one another. You just don't
Only
even
one reigns supreme.
remotely think about what season's
This
which
is-
anymore.
Tetris 99.
Nice. Especially when you live in Maryland, which
The
it's like,
iconic
hey,
puzzle
it
game
snowed
arrives with
2
an
days
online
ago,
experience like no other.
and it is like 60
Nintendo Switch
today.
Online members can battle for dominance in this free-to-download
It rained for a day and a half,
If you
and
expect
now
it to be
it's
garbage,
60. And if I remember correctly, tomorrow it's gonna be like even warmer than that. So it's like, I don't understand the thing. I don't even remotely understand the weather that's going on here. Also, I'm just like now acknowledging what even that was. That's 99 games of Tetris going on at once.
Online events.
Goodness.
Prepare to kill, survive, or die.
Did we feel like Tetris
Imagine
like
this.
wasn't enough?
You're alone, struck by fear, struggling to survive.
But
You meet another survivor.
I've heard a lot
but
about
it's
this
too late.
game.
The killer is upon you. Now
I
run,
also heard that it's not
hide,
good.
Scavenge for items. Open the gates.
So
and escape with your life, or take on
Eh?
the role of the killer.
I
to make the
don't know.
so-called survivors your next victim. Horror. When Dead by
Horror.
Daylight creeps up on Nintendo Switch this fall.
Yeah, fine for those who like that sort of
This
thing.
dog will ruin your day.
What? Toby, the game's not done yet. Toby, what are you doing? Toby! A censored, spoiler-free trailer. Look at this awesome scene from Chapter. There aren't really that many dogs in the game. Oh, Toby, I love your sense of humor. For free. Okay. Will not be free. fair
Now for
enough.
a message from the producer of the futuristic mech action
Ah, goodness.
Daemon X Machina.
Toby, man, I love you. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
I'm Kenichiro Tsukuda, producer of Daemon X Machina, and I have some news for you.
This is a new voice
Ghibli released
for
a demo
translation.
of Daemon X Machina prototype mission on Nintendo eShop for a limited time.
Something tells me that dude that
In the demo, you can battle through 4 different missions.
couldn't actually keep up with Suda going off the cuff, off script, actually did get
You
fired.
also experience a boss battle in the final
Which that's unfortunate.
After playing the demo, we'd like to hear your feedback. We'll be conducting a short online survey by sending an email invite to some players who try out prototype missions.
Goodness.
If you weren't selected for the
Like I
survey,
only just gathered that. It's like, you know, I haven't heard that dude's voice in a long time.
we appreciate your feedback and hope to make this.
Nice. It.
With that in mind, the development team is working hard right now, so please stay tuned.
Keep going, Marvelous. You
Realistic
can do it.
Racing is headed for Nintendo Switch.
And I've tuned out already.
Grid Autosport comes fully loaded with a mix of high
So Deltarune Chapter 1 is on Switch, free. I wonder if, I wonder.
Pro racer as you master the world's fastest
I wonder
cars
if it's
to win
also going to
motorsport's most
be
exhilarating races.
the consoles
From the
later. I actually didn't even,
prestigious
like,
circuit
keep
of
track.
Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow
If
city
it said
streets of
first on
Barcelona.
Nintendo Switch.
All DLC is included with
Or if it
100
just said it's
cars,
gonna be on
100
Nintendo Switch.
circuits, and some welcome additions,
Maybe it's
like motion
exclusive.
controls
Who
and
knows?
custom
I
controls.
doubt that.
Players can
Toby
race
needs
online
money.
or locally, and
But to
two
be fair,
players
the
can
Switch
race
is
full
printing
screen
money,
on a
but
single system. From street
more
racing
money.
to demolition dirt,
Toby needs
Grid
more money
Autosport speeds
when
on
those
Nintendo
other
Switch
episodes
in
eventually
summer
come out.
2019.
I wonder how many episodes of Deltarune there are actually
Enter the
going to be.
Viking Age to
Oh,
experience
hello!
Journey
I've
down
heard so
or
much
for
about
the very
this,
first time.
and also so little.
Created in collaboration with
So,
neuroscientists and people who experience
this will be
psychosis,
interesting to actually get to play
Hellblade
at some
penetrated
point
deep
in
into the
time.
mind of Senua. This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul of her
Okay,
dead
so
lover.
this is Celtic
Hellblade has
expired.
won multiple
Expired?
awards,
Inspired.
including BAFTA's
I'm
for
slipping all over
performance, audio
everything.
and artistic
But yeah, I
achievement,
actually...
British Game and Game Beyond
I couldn't
Entertainment.
gather what the
Find
actual
out why
mythologies
Hellblade:
that they
Senua's
were
Sacrifice
that
releases
were
on
going
Nintendo
off
Switch
of. You don't really
this
see
spring.
Celtic that much nowadays.
The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger.
Just keeps getting bigger.
Mortal Kombat 11 proves the saga 25 years in the telling is far from over.
Gotta
With all
keep
new
going,
custom character
running back,
variations,
use a
plus
crap
new
taco.
characters and
They
returning
got none of
veterans
that.
taking up
Why
the
is there
fight.
rap music in Mortal
In a
Kombat?
fresh new adventure, Unravel 2 sees players take control of two adorable Yarnies. Control
gonna
both
put in the
Yarnies
first
on your own
Unravel?
in single player, or play with a friend in local
Please?
co-op for some puzzling platforming.
I
fun
appreciate
when
just
Unravel
like
2
more people
comes
actually
Nintendo
getting to
Switch
play
March 22nd.
Unravel.
For the first time on Nintendo Switch, experience Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered with revamped gameplay and features tailored to the system like motion aiming and touch input.
Yay!
Set in the American Revolution, explore one of the most iconic
I'm very
eras
sorry,
in
but I
history
fell out
as you fight
Assassin's
for
Creed at
freedom
the end
and
of 2, and then
ushering the
like
rise of the
80
nation.
more
All
Assassin's
the
Creeds
original
got
downloadable
made.
content, plus the entire standalone game, Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered, will be included when they launch together on May 21st. Final Fantasy fans, better open your calendars. We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch March 26th. We can also announce that Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody will release on March 20th. We're pleased to announce that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh,
Once a classic,
they
always
got
a
the
classic.
fan favorite out.
That's all for today's Nintendo
I'm
Switch
guessing.
headlines.
I've heard people like
How's
like
everything
cling more to 9 nowadays than 7.
We have a bit more to share in this Nintendo Direct.
Meanwhile, 8 is crying in the
Stay with
corner
us until
because
the
of
end.
legal issues.
Let's take a look, shall we?
What you got for me? Like my heart. I know it's not. But my heart saw it. Like, saw how it looked. And, like, exploded for a bit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. My brain did not immediately think that somehow we were getting a Xenoblade X2 already. What are you saying? No. You think I would be that stupid? But yes, this game looks like fantastic. What is this? Actually, hold on a second.
People are leading all of humanity straight to damnation.
Straight to damnation? You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too. All because of how you were born.
Like,
Doomed to be used by those idiots until you die. Chained to your
like,
fate.
what is this?
Powerless.
I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing.
Finally, we're ready for the final stage.
What the hell are they? Why did you make them?
Hideki Kamiya.
Hoped you two wouldn't get caught up in all this.
Platinum, what are you doing?
Don't go dying on me.
Astral Chain. Holy cow, that was quite a note to go out
You
on.
just witnessed this Astral Chain, a brand new action game in development at Platinum Games.
Nice.
It looked like two characters were fighting together during battle, didn't it?
Again, I was getting like
I hope you're excited to learn more.
big
about
Xenoblade X vibes from that. I knew it wasn't because the gameplay was entirely different,
And speaking of Platinum Games,
but
I'm sure
but
you're
like,
very curious about Bayonetta 3. Rest assured, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work, and I hope you're looking forward to learning more. Our next title will be the last announcement of the day.
Alrighty.
Please check it out.
what we got? I forget what movie company has this type of, or is it a movie company? There's like a company that has like a, they're remaking a Link's Awakening. I'm okay with that. I really like Link's Awakening. I feel like that game doesn't get enough, like... I don't think that game gets enough credit. It's actually a pretty good game. It's also, like, super depressing in times. I like that this looks so cute, oh my god. This looks really cute. I'm okay with this for a visual style for the older games. 2019. This is probably going to be a winter title.
So, what did you think? At long last, 1993's Game Boy classic, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, will find new life on Nintendo Switch.
I mean, like,
After
I enjoy Link's Awakening. At long last, though, I don't think many people, like, even remember this game exists.
Please look forward to its release. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you
Nice,
so much
nice. God, my heart's still, like, having convulsions after that astral chain thing. Goodness, okay. Whew, okay, Xenoblade X isn't here yet. Just as, like, and nor is there a sequel. Gotta calm it down. But at the same time, good, like, that game looked really good. I'm honestly, like, amazed at how long that game's been in development, if it's coming out in August. So, like... Ooh, okay. Well, yeah, that was a really good direct. Animal Crossing was not shown off, so I'm assuming that's either going to be E3 or another direct later down the line. Besides that, pretty much everything that I thought was going to be in here was, and so much more. So... real good. Real good. Claps, claps, claps. I cannot wait for everybody to complain that something that a 4chan post like 5 months ago said was going to be in this direct ended up not happening, and then I'm just going to see a bunch of people on my Twitter feed complaining for like the next week and a half. If even that little amount of time. I enjoy directs, guys. I enjoy the internet. It's such a happy place all the time. No one ever like has overestimated expectations. Everyone always has them tempered. Yeah. Okay, so that should be all. I'm really glad that a lot of things that I was looking forward to is coming out this year and relatively soon or later in the year. Again, a lot of the new stuff, dude, looks real good. And I'm really taken aback by that Link's Awakening remake. I think it looks really cute. I wonder if it's going to keep the same tone that the original did. Because like I pointed out, Link's Awakening actually gets really depressing around the end of it when you actually figure out what the whole problem with Koholint is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot what they do with a lot of the interesting things that are going on. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Again, SMT Reminiscing On should be coming out within the week or next week. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being patient with me. I will see you guys next time. Take care.